Hello my friends, welcome to another video. Hope you're all doing good. This video has turned into, I think we're just going to make it how to do an oil change because, well, I tried to do an oil change on my Evo 9 to fix a problem that I was having. So if you want to jump to the oil change bit, I'm going to link something or I'll do a timestamp, or I don't really know how to do any of those things, but I'm going to work it out. So click and skip the explanation. So my Evo that has been making a strange noise coming from sort of like the bottom of the engine slash the belt area, so the left hand side of the engine. It only happens when it's hot and the cars are idle. So I originally thought it was a belt issue, like the timing belt was, the tensioner was going or something and it was rubbing. But I checked the belt out, the belt seems fine. So I've been thinking about it. I think it definitely wasn't doing it when I bought this car. So when I bought this car, it was due for an oil change. So I did that. It had Penrite 1010s in it. This stuff, 10W40. I'm more of a nylon guy. So I ran nylon 10W40, high tech fast blowing. And since then, I feel like it's developed this kind of like weird grinding noise. If I can find the video, I'll put it here. I was thinking about it and I was thinking maybe it has to do with the oil that we're running now. I ran the nylon stuff in my 7 for quite a while and I've never had any issues, so I was a bit confused as to why that would be an issue. I don't know, maybe the two didn't mix because when I did the oil change I didn't drain the cooler or anything, so maybe there was a bit and they mixed and I wasn't happy about it or something. I'm not too worried about there being any engine damage. Really, I had a magnetic drain plug in there, so I was originally thinking that maybe there's too much oil in there. It was at the top notch, so I dropped it the level a little bit and I had a magnetic drain plug, so I pulled that out and there was no metal on it whatsoever. It was clean as, it looked mint, so not really worried about bearing damage or anything. But the noise was kind of, it's on my mind, I'm trying to work it out. So we're just going to change the oil. We're going to go back to the Penrite stuff and see if that makes a difference. It didn't really. It made it better. So I did. So the video itself I filmed the other night. It definitely made the noise better. It's less often and it's possibly quieter. So I don't know. Probably should take it to a mechanic, but Mama didn't raise no bitch. So we're gonna work it out. As you'll see, we found some other issues that maybe is the root of the problem. Let's get into it. Let's work it out. This is an oil change video for Evo 9. 7, 8, 9, they're all the same. It's easy. Let's go. So I was just getting down in there, got the wheel off to have a look. Look what I just noticed with the accessory belt. I think you guys will be able to see. I'll get you right up in here. You see that little crack in the belt? See the silver bit on the right? That's like everywhere on this belt. I don't know if you can see it, there's another one just there. That's not very good. Gonna have to get that sorted out. Anyway, that's the oil filter we've got to pull off. It's a new one. We're going to change it anyway, obviously. Kind of a pity, but whatever. That is the oil line to the oil cooler, so we're going to unplug that and then drain the oil cooler. We'll drop this down and drain all the oil out of that. So we should have minimal nylon stuff in here, so when we top it up we won't have much mixing, which is the plan. Loosen this, it's a bit easier. Sauce. Get out. Drain pan, 17mm. Oil pan, little sump, little plug, 17mm. Undo that, undo this, undo that. There we go. Back in. Undo this thing. There's a lot of way people say to not get oil all over you when you do this. The best way I do it, just put the socket on there, push up in. Now it's loose, so oil's gonna start coming out. So we just pull it off. I don't think I got any oil on the socket or on the glove. That's how we roll. Socket trick, my friends. Learn about it. Unfortunately, I don't have a socket big enough for the oil filter, so I guess we're doing it the old-fashioned way, which is getting oily, like so. We could cut the filter open and see if there's any metal in there, but I'm not really that worried about it, to be honest. Try and do this without dropping it in the oil and splashing it everywhere like I did last time. Ooh, nearly. Just put it in there. And let that drain. And then we'll get, I think that might be a 24mm for the oil cooler. Comes up into there. Look at that sick pipe, that's so shiny. That's mint. Unlike my friggin' wonky bumper. Look at that, that's horrible. There's a lot to fix on this car, but we're getting there. So the oil cooler bolt was indeed a 24, so let's get it off and see how it goes. I haven't actually taken this off before, so I don't really know what the go is. It's probably going to be messy. Here we go. Put that down, let that drain out. How sus this accessory belt is. Oh, look at that. That is not very good. I'm just going to pour a bit of oil in there. I got a fair bit, so I'm just going to pour a bunch in there, let it drain through, get some of the old stuff out. Hopefully that comes out of there. There it is. Pretty clean. It's a little bit dark over there, it's not too bad. I really hope that this fixes that noise, because if it doesn't, I do not really know what to do next. But I don't know, maybe it's that accessory belt like I thought it was originally, because that belt's like, it's not looking very healthy. So I'm gonna try and put minimal K's on this car till I get that sorted, because I don't want to deal with that going on me. So this is the drain plug we had in the car before I lowered the oil level a bit. So you just got the magnet on the end. So this was completely clean. It pretty much looked like that. So like I said, I'm not too worried about there being really any damage to the bearings or anything. So I want to put this back in. So we got the oil filter on, the oil drain plug is back in, and the oil cooler line feed thing is back on. So put 4 liters in, run it, get it through the oil cooler, get it through the oil filter, put the car down. I'll let it drain for like 10 minutes. Let all the oil run down through the engine to get a true reading of the level, and then top it off, and then hopefully our problem's fixed. Fingers crossed, big time. Right. Need the key. Start the car for a minute. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Still got that weird intake noise. Oh well. Probably do it. Alright, we've got the oil topped up. We're gonna need to put a little bit more in, so I think we've put about 4 litres in. It's in the middle of the notcher, so I'm happy. I gotta go to the shops real quick. It's about a 5-minute drive, so I'm gonna drive down there, see what happens. Fingers crossed, no more problems. Should be fine. I'm confident. It's gonna be fine. YouTube mechanic, let's go. So, I'm at the shops, just listening. Generally you can hear it from sitting inside and I can't hear it. I wasn't planning on, I was just sort of cruised down here. Wasn't planning on gonna get it revving, but then 2 kids were like, give it to it. So then, you know, we had to give them a little bit of GFB goodness. Guilty. I'm incorrigible. So let's pop it and let's see if there's any noise. Alright, we're back in the garage. We went to the shops, like I just said. It's still doing it a little bit. It definitely doesn't seem as bad, like it's heaps less often and somewhat quieter, but it is still there a little bit, so not really sure where to go from here. You know, if I fixed it a bit, does that mean it's oil related? I don't know. I gotta look into it. I think probably the next thing to do will be to change the accessory belt, because it's kind of like with the revolutions of the engine, it's just like a bit of a grinding noise. So I guess this is just how to do an oil change on an Evo 9. More you know. I'll link the oil filter and the drain plug. Bummer. Really hoped that was gonna work. Anyway, no big deal, these things happen. We'll work it out eventually. The good thing that came out of this is that now we know our accessory belt is on its way out, so we have to fix that. So good came out of this, because I don't want that snapping on me. That would really ruin my day. So that's that. That's how to do an oil change. Thanks for watching. Nugget. I'll see you next time.